It seems like over the last few years, almost everything has gone wrong for Disney. We're seeing historic losses for this company as Bob Iger continues to double down on what put them here in the first place. When Disney decided to prioritize virtue signaling and identity politics ahead of actually entertaining their audience, people walked away. When a brand that was known for being family friendly decided that they were not going to be that they were going to push things that families despised, families walked away. And now Disney is dealing with losses nearly everywhere. We've known how bad it was for investors, the worst year in nearly 50 years for Disney, but it just continues to get worse. We've talked about the nearly $1 billion in losses in the box office. We've talked about the billions of dollars in losses on streaming. $4 billion that Disney has lost on Disney Plus just in the past 12 months. And now even places like the theme parks are suffering one of the slowest summers they've seen in a decade at Disney World. And now we finally get confirmation that something else is still struggling in a massive way for them. Disney takes another financial hit as Cruise Line loses over $300 million in 2022. Now, obviously, during the pandemic and things like that, people expected there are a lot of struggles, a lot of overages, a lot of costs associated with that. But after the pandemic, things have not recovered for Disney Cruise Lines. Take a look at this. Disney Cruise Line had one of its worst years in its 26-year history, reporting a $300 million loss for 2022. Like I said, it had major losses during COVID. People would expect that, and they've still been trying to use that as excuses for why things are failing even now, even though it's not even applicable. But yeah, $300 million lost in 2022 for Disney Cruise Lines. So when you look at every facet of their entertainment industry, when you look at theatrical releases suffering, when you look at streaming losing billions of dollars, theme parks, that is obviously their crown jewel, even those are struggling right now, as well as this cruise line. And with places like ESPN, with them looking to cut all of their different TV services, maybe even sell them off, it's really giving us perspective on how bad things really are for Disney. Forbes reported that the cruise line has lost a total of $1.2 billion since the beginning of the pandemic. Despite these major losses, the cruise line directors received pay bumps. Their combined salaries come to $2.2 million, with the highest paid director taking home $1.4 million. Efforts to increase profits include addition of 3 more ships. However, Disney's Cruise Line's major financial losses reflect a trend for the entertainment company, and it talks about the plummeting stock. Yeah, over the past year, we are now at the lowest level for Disney stock in 2023. Only a few points off their record historic low that they had around Christmas time of 2022. Things are bad everywhere you look, and no longer can they use this excuse of the pandemic. That's what they've been relying on for so long. But when you have things like Barbie out there, when you have things like Oppenheimer out there that are doing ridiculous things at the box office, you can't fall back on that excuse anymore. Disney is bleeding in almost every facet of their company right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to turn around anytime soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.